I've never tried a Domino's. What is this? Boneless wings? I'm gonna try it right now. From the scale of 1 to 10, ready?
Bone apple tea. Thoughts? Food review?
Let me finish eating.
But you gotta savor it.
Savor it, man.
I have to bite into it and chew it.
Takes me a long
How long
time
does it take
chew.
to eat a fucking chicken tender, bro?
No, I am evaluating the taste of the chicken.
Just so you guys know, we're eating
Some
Domino's chicken wings. Well, not chicken wings. They're tenders.
boneless wings.
Hola mamacitas y papicitos, welcome to your paradise. As if this oversaturated medium couldn't have gotten worse, we've decided to add another podcast to the mix. Follow along as these workers at the Hispanic Hotel tell you their tales as they sit on break. We hope you enjoy your stay at the Hispanic Hotel.
Oh my god, Keshi.
Who?
Who?
Anyways, welcome to the Hispanic Hotel. We are your humble workers. I'm Anthony.
I'm Freddy.
No, we've done this too many times.
And that's Kevin.
They know our names.
They
already.
don't. We get like 5 viewers. And welcome to our humble
5 of
hotel.
our concurrent, always coming back viewers.
It's
Me.
been a while, hasn't it? When was the last time we filmed one of these?
You just had it up.
You had the
dumbass.
last
Yeah.
one up.
That was the last one? Oh,
Which
fuck.
was a year ago, I think.
Because I did
Literally
my
1 year
whole
ago.
Gringo Gaming on Devil May Cry 1. We did City of Mist. We went mini
Stop
golfing.
moving. He's trying to see the video.
I know. We went
He's
mini
moving.
golfing,
Right.
and then we started our Gringo Gaming on The Walking Dead. But
Lit.
we're here now,
Hi.
episode 2 of season 2, and I think I know our topic, boys.
Woo!
The Squid Game girl is hot.
What?
Huh?
I mean, you're not wrong.
I bet you've never owned an air fryer.
Bitch, you want me to bring my air fryer and fry some
No.
shit?
Today's topic for our podcast will be work stories or stories from school.
Skill.
Mm-hmm. Who wants to start it off?
Kevin. I'm sure you have some interesting stories from your time at Chipotle's.
I don't work
where you
there
worked
anymore.
at for a while.
Yeah, stories. You'll need something now.
I hated it.
Now tell us an awesome
What did you
story.
hate about it? Well, tell us about your job at Chipotle back when you worked there.
I used to come back home at 1 sometimes.
I worked there too with Kevin for a little bit.
No, you didn't.
And Jeremiah's worked
2
with
weeks
Devin
isn't-
for a little while.
Hey, that was a little bit. I was there
That
for
was one paycheck.
I was there for a fucking hand of change. And it was the worst work experience I've ever had.
Well, what was so bad about it?
I switched jobs because of how bad it was.
It was so booty cheeks.
Describe the
Not even that.
conditions.
It was fine. The only thing is, I would like it, but I just hate opening and closing. This is mine. This is yours.
I have mine in my hand.
Okay. The only thing is opening and closing. Because in the mornings you have to like carry heavy ass boxes, which I got. My back hurt,
Mm-hmm.
and at nights you have to clean all the dishes and shit.
The
Well-
thing about that is I was what is it? I was a dishwasher. I couldn't think of the word. For Chipotle. So I was in the back constantly, and I didn't take a break once. I never did a lunch break.
That's your fault.
Well, that's how many fucking dishes I had. I wanted to get out before it was fucking 1 in the morning.
Well, you're mandated to have a break.
Well, I didn't. They can mandate these fucking balls in their mouth.
Oh,
Because
God.
I would do the same thing as you, but they actually like go take your break. I'm like, no, I gotta finish this. They're like, no, go take your break. I'm like,
Okay, let me wait 30 minutes and see another pile of deeps that I have
bro,
to
no,
clean.
no. I would eat my food quickly.
You'd speed on it.
I speed run my food. I would clock back in, but then like, I was close to the manager. Like, we
Mhm.
used to talk a lot, but she was like, it wasn't 30 minutes. I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to get these dishes done. She's like, no, you gotta take your 30 minutes. I'm like,
Boo! Boo! We hate that.
I would say fuck you.
no, she was chill.
Not only that, it's like, as the dishwasher, they gave me stuff that wasn't dishwashing. Like,
Huh?
I had to take boxes of the chicken
Oh, no,
and fucking label them and shit and change expiration dates.
No, okay, yes.
Why do I do that?
Because you're back of house.
You're a
But why is
lowly
that
wage
mean?
slave.
I don't know, actually.
That should be done in the beginning of the day.
No.
I would come in at 3 or
No,
whatever.
because it's already done.
Why do I have to fucking do it again?
Cause we run out of chicken in the.
Fucking do it!
In
You
the
have all
thing.
these cooks doing nothing with their fucking hands for 20 minutes.
No. I'm taking the cook role. It's so hard sometimes.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the front people. You got one motherfucker on your register, and you got 20 motherfuckers on the line. What would you like, guacamole or cheddar cheese?
It's not cheddar cheese.
I'll
It's
take some guac.
It's queso.
Queso.
It's no. It's white cheese.
The best part of my day is when they would bring me back a tray of chips. Like a full chip tray, and I would just eat off of it. And then I had to clean it.
Damn.
Awful. Literally awful.
Well,
Can I get the white sauce?
even if the experience itself wasn't very grand, what interesting tales do you have to tell from your time working there?
I mean, it was me, Kevin, and Jeremiah's working together.
This is pretty lit.
So like,
You guys
it was alright.
You guys speedran it. I hated you guys because you guys would both gang up on me. Because you guys would both do the dishes and wait for me, and then you just.
Well, that was in the beginning when Jeremiah was training me. After that, I sucked at it alone because I didn't have
Yeah.
someone with me doing it.
That's funny that they made Jeremiah do it, even though he started working as well.
Bruh. And
It was easy, but like, they didn't give me gloves. So like my hands were just beat because they were in water for like 8 hours.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
So I would cut my hand. Like I have scars on my fucking fingertips now from it.
Bruh.
Because I got sliced.
Oh well. You live and learn.
Not live and learn.
Ridiculousness.
The worst dish was when they'd bring you a whole bowl of cheese and it wouldn't clean off at all.
No. It's not
No,
the cheese.
no, the fucking
It's
spicy
rice.
one. No, rice is fucking whatever. You just get your scrubby sponge in there.
No.
You're just bad at it.
No.
You let the water soak in the rice. Then you get the
No,
scrubby
that's
sponge.
the bad part
and-
though. That's the bad part because like if you have no dishes and they bring you a rice one, you're just out there like.
Who the
fucking
fuck cares?
scrubbing
It's
the
fun.
fuck-
I liked scrubbing. That was my favorite
You're
part.
weird.
My least favorite part was cleaning. I don't know what it was. Like the spicy shit. It would kick up into your fucking
Ah,
face.
the
And it
red
would
sauce,
burn
the
your
red
shits.
sauce. I didn't know that one.
That shit fucking. Oh my god.
You want some? I have some in the back.
No. You would have some in the bag.
Give me some.
It's really good. I went back there.
You would.
I went back there as you saw. I have my bag somewhere here.
Oh.
No one works there anymore.
No shit.
From the people I worked with,
I
no
do have one
works.
story from there. I went to take out the garbage because that's our job, also back at house, which is fine. Makes sense.
Yes.
And I go to throw the garbage bag into the fucking trash compactor thing. Whole bag just rips open. And I just leave it. I'm like, what the fuck do I do? So I come back in. And I'm like, Jeremiah's there. I'm like, hey man, my whole garbage bag broke open. He's like, oh shit, let's go clean it up. So I spent like an hour doing that.
Jesus. That sounds nasty.
So, apparently, for my whole year of working there, I've never seen a rat.
What?
Lucky.
Apparently, there's rats like in the back when you take out the trash, and like rats appear and shit.
I
I've
saw
never
them.
That's
happened.
disgusting.
Just
There's a
got-
bunch of rat traps there.
I know. I know there's rat traps. Not in the back of the house, but like going to.
Yeah, like back there, I saw rats there.
I've never seen a rat. I think I saw one.
Have you killed one with your bare hand?
Yeah,
Yes,
you fucking
Freddy.
killed it.
I've grabbed the rat. I looked it in its face. I'm like, I'm sorry. As I squeeze its little neck.
Kevin absorbed its essence and gained a year on his life.
Of course. Of course.
I know.
Rat killer.
Would you recommend to the 5 people watching at home to
Fuck
work
no.
at Chipotle?
No.
Don't
I
fucking work
recommend
there.
it.
If you want to
If
eat
you,
there,
I
sure.
recommend it if you are starting out at a new job because they will not make you open nor close. But once you turn 18, they will give you the opening and closing shifts.
See, I didn't
And
know
it
that.
sucks.
Interesting. And don't forget the Chipotle speaker.
Oh,
That's the
I
best
don't
part
even
of the
have
job.
it anymore.
We've talked about that.
You don't
before
have
on
it?
the
I
podcast.
have it somewhere. It's somewhere in my closet. It's the worst. It's a bootleg JBL speaker.
Pull it out. Pull it out.
I don't even think I have it.
John Bradshaw Layfield from the World Wrestling Federation, JBL.
Huh?
One
BB
half
belt?
of APA.
BB belt. BB belt.
Well, Freddy, we know you're a librarian.
Librarian.
You got
Yeah.
any stories from your school?
Okay, so for
I
context.
can't find it.
Shit.
It's alright.
So for context, I don't really have a job right now.
What?
Your
No,
job.
no, I'm not like. I
Oh,
work.
yes.
I work at the library at my school
Is it closed?
as like
yes.
federal work study.
Yeah.
No, I'm working there now. I'm just saying like I don't have a real job.
Yeah.
So like that right now, like as part of like my federal work study, I work like a couple hours a week at the one of the libraries on my campus, and it's a pretty easy job. I wouldn't complain.
Well, it's mandatory.
Well, he has work.
No, it's
study.
not mandatory. Like you have the option of whether or not you want to take it. I just take it because
That's free money.
it's money, and plus the minimum wage in our state has been going up. So yeah,
It's like
I can't
15
complain.
now.
Like there's a limit on how much money you can make per semester, but like I don't really reach that because I don't really care to work that much.
Good.
But I don't
As you
have
should.
that many duties there. I'd say like the most that I do is like I do like one of 3 or 4 things. I work at either the info desk, guiding people like, hey, where's the bathroom?
Is that actually?
It's there. Come on.
Is that actually?
or I work upstairs in the graduate reading room where there's like a study space for only grad students, or I work RDS where I like go into the book stacks and I pick up books, bring them down, sort them, blah blah blah, scan them in, whatever.
That's pretty easy.
But like the main duty that I've been like coming into like this past semester, I've been working like behind the circ desk. That's where people actually go to like check out books and return books.
Now, have you had any fucking weirdos at that desk?
I mean, I've had situations where it was like, well, the thing is, it's very chill, cause like,
It's a library.
yeah, it's a library.
But you're
not
gonna get a fucking weirdo.
Okay. In
Your
my
school
personal
It's
experience,
huge.
I have not gotten any weirdos because the library, as of right now, is only open to students. So like
Wait,
no
so
outside
people-
members of the public.
Wait, I thought it was just the students.
I mean, it used to be open to everybody, including alumni and like outsiders, but like ever since COVID and stuff, like they've just like been restricting it. It's like you need to show your like current student ID in order to gain entry.
Wait, so people show their old student ID and you'd be like, no, you
Get outta
cannot
here,
get in
man.
here.
I wouldn't know. But like no, but like oh, that's another duty that started like this year. I mean, it's
ID
kind of been
checks.
transferred. Yeah.
You're a bouncer.
Literally.
You're a
No,
bouncer.
no, no,
The library
Like-
bouncer.
They just started saying, oh, by the way, we're only gonna admit people in who show valid ID at the front desk or whatever.
As they
And
hand
so-
you your flashlight so you can flash it.
I mean, this semester they got security guards to do that instead. But
What?
last semester
Real
they,
bouncers.
Yes.
Yeah. But like it's pretty chill. You just show your ID and be like, and the security guards, yeah, you're good, you're good. And yeah, so that's why we don't get any weirdos.
But
Thankfully.
how have you not had? You don't have one
Well-
story.
Okay, there was this one time I was working at the circ desk. I was just chilling, on the computer doing some work, reading, because like there's not much else to do. It's either
Yeah.
that or I scan fucking books, take calls, whatever. But like this one time, like okay, so the way the circ desk is positioned is like there's like it's like one long desk basically, and there's like 3 little like mini stations, like 3 computers. There's one student by the main one. There's another student by like the middle, and then there's a supervisor at the end.
Cashier line.
Kind of like that, yeah. And like I'm at like the main one where right next to it is like the book drop off,
Mm-hmm.
and like out of nowhere like this girl like she walks like behind the desk and like towards like behind the circ desk there's like a room. Like, that's, like, the main office of the library.
Like,
that's
that's
where all the
where, like-
supervisors work.
Yeah.
That's where all the students go to sign in. That's where, like, you bring the books down for RDS and stuff. And, this girl, she just walks behind the circ desk. And I don't pay it any mind because, like, I figured, hey, maybe that's a student. That's a student that's just, coming in for work. Probably a little late, whatever. And so... But, like, then we realized that she's not going inside the office. She's, like... looking at like the shelves with the books, like
Wait.
and then my supervisor comes out and like asks her, hey, are you here for work? And she's like, no. So she was like looking for fucking books on this little like these shelves that we have where we organize books to like bring them back to the stacks when they're returned and shit. So she was just looking through returned books when, like, keep in mind, in the stacks of this library, there are like fucking floors upon floors of
Yeah.
books, and
It's
there's
library.
like maybe like 5 books on these shelves.
So my
I-
book must be here.
I don't know how the fuck she made that mistake, but it was. I'd be fucking embarrassed if I were her. But like, that's like the weird That's like the weirdest story that I.
That's like, Kevin, that's like walking behind a cash register and being like, I'd like to pay, sir.
Yes. Yes.
You're like, I'll just give you my money. Let me just.
That's literally.
Sir, why are
exactly
you
what
behind
it
the
is.
register?
Oh, sorry, I
thought
just gotta
this
get
was
my
where you
change.
pay.
I'm looking for my own change.
But yeah. Other than that, thank God I have not encountered any Karens.
Lucky.
Cause like we also do have like mask mandates, like, and supervisors come to remind you, mask over the nose, shit like that. And I don't, from my experience, no one has thrown a fuss about it.
I
while
hate
was on
doing that to
duty.
people.
God.
Because I don't know how they're going to lash out.
I mean, I don't have to tell anybody anything. I could just let them fuck off.
Well, now it's fine, right? Because they lifted it.
At our school, yeah, but I'm fucking wearing
No.
that shit. I don't trust
They
nobody.
haven't removed the mandate for our school yet.
Your school's like 40 times bigger than ours.
Wait, they did
Yes.
it for us?
On the 28th, they're like they're soft lifting it. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna fucking keep wearing it. Like we have to wear it in class though. But it's like, if you're in the open, I don't know, you could wear it.
Like the way.
Like throughout the halls?
I think I think so. But like, I'm gonna fucking wear it. Why the fuck would I keep it off inside? I'm keeping
Why
it
would
inside.
I-
It's like a similar story. Like April 7th or something, whatever. Like maybe 2 weeks after spring break, they're removing like the mask mandates for like all the public places, whatever.
Yeah.
But like for like all classes, all the school-related buildings, we're still gonna have that
It's
in
such
place.
a
So
hassle,
it's
though.
like nothing.
We should just keep them on from now
Because,
on.
like, why am I going to put on my mask and just to take it off
Like
and
I
just put it
haven't,
back on?
I haven't been sick this year because of the mask.
Yes. Like when I go there, I just leave the mask on all day except for when I'm eating.
Yeah, if I'm eating or if I'm like, I can't take a poop with a mask on. I'm not even gonna lie.
What?
So I'll take it off because
You-
like, dude, it feels weird.
Ah!
It feels weird.
Crazy,
I won't
brother.
say it. Like, I will say it feels weird when you're taking a shit with a mask on.
That's why I bring a
I get
straw.
that. I get that.
I bring a straw.
a straw.
No,
Ooh, a straw?
When I drink stuff,
Oh.
when I drink stuff, I just bring a straw and I just like feed it under and it's like.
What the fuck?
So you mentioned Karens. So I worked for a video game bus company.
Oh yes.
/ an entertainment company. So it was like inflatables. We had big trucks with video games in them.
Uh-huh.
A bus with TVs on it. Shit like that. And we would travel throughout our state and we would host events or parties for people. Some of these parties were so horrible and these people were so disgusting and bad. I wanted to kill someone.
You have a shit ton of.
I
stories
have
from
so
that
I
time,
didn't
don't you?
even work there that long. I worked there like maybe 5 months.
That's crazy.
And I just left because like school was starting. I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
You just left? You didn't say anything?
I told them, I gave him like 2 days. I'm like, I have an internship. I didn't.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
And then
you
I
saying
did.
that.
And he's like, oh, okay.
Okay.
But the first complaint I have about this place, is that the scheduling. I told them I can't work Sundays. I need a day off so I can like have free time.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we might have to book you any single day of the week.
That's fucked.
And I don't know my schedule beforehand. You would think if you're scheduling a party, you schedule how many months in advance?
Like,
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
At least a month in advance.
yeah.
So you reserve it. I get the notification that I need to work the day of. Or the day before. I'm like, what?
I hate that shit.
And it's just like, okay, whatever. I'll be there.
I'll do it.
The worst things were the kids,
Of course.
the parents sometimes. But I had fun because, like, I would play video games all day.
Yeah.
And then, like, my coworkers were nice too. They were cool. It was the most unsafe thing I've ever done, though. Like, in the game bus, there was no seatbelts if you weren't driving. The TVs would fall off,
Oh my god.
so I'd have to somehow catch them. When you run the game bus, you have to keep the engine on in the game bus to make all the TVs run.
Mm-hmm.
It was horrible. But we didn't just have that. We had inflatable games too. There's this one inflatable game where it has like wind funnels that go up on like cones and you put a ball on each. and then you get a fucking air canister like air gun,
Oh, the one
and
that
you stuff a ball in, and then you shoot it out with a fucking CO2 blast.
Lit.
So that might have been. It was one of my favorites because I would just fuck around all day and shoot them all down. And like, at my first party, it was a bar mitzvah.
Ooh.
I don't know how many Jewish bar mitzvahs I went to during that.
Shalom.
It was crazy. Shabbat shalom, my friend. But that first party, my boss was like, all right, I need you to run this for me. I'm like, how do you do it? He's like, you set up the balls, and you give the kid the gun, and you tell him to shoot. I had...
Simple.
These kids were horrible. They were trying to kill each other with these fucking guns. Like, I had kids aiming at each other's heads and being like, say your prayers, buddy.
Oh my god.
I'm like, hey, yo, don't do that.
Wow.
And it's like, I'm not their fucking mom or fucking dad. I'm not taking this shit away. But I'm like, hey, you got to give that back to me.
Give me water.
Then I had, we have another party type where it's called Hero Blast, where you basically, it's laser tag, but not real laser tag. You get like a blaster on your arm, and you can pick a class. So there's like bomber, commando,
That's lit,
fucking
though.
engineer, or whatever. And like one throws a bomb, one has like infinite ammo. It's pretty crazy. But we would have to set up at least 14 different obstacles, all different inflatables, with only like vacuum cleaner things. And they were a bitch.
What?
Because then we would have to sandbag all of them, and we'd have to run it. In this game, we had this party. I think it was, I forget where it was, but we were there. This was my second party of that day, but my second Hero Blast of that day, and we were in the trailer. So we pull up. Another couple of my coworkers pull up, and they have the cotton candy machine. They have the popcorn machine, and they have the tattoo kit because we can do like those stencil tattoos.
Ah, yes.
And me and my boy I was with, we're running Hero Blast, and we come in and we're like, hey, why the fuck is there a giant water slide here?
Huh?
Why is there a giant like inflatable fortress for a water slide?
Huh.
We can't run this. We're giving these kids technology that we don't own. So all these little grubby ass kids, dirty ass hands, come up to us, and they're like, I want to play Hero Blast. And I'm like, go dry off,
Wash your
please.
damn hands.
And these kids just start crying.
What?
What?
I wasn't mean. And then I have the dad come up to me and start yelling at me. I'm like, sir, they cannot be touching this stuff or playing on these with water all over them, food all over their hands, and they're just fucking grimy. Clean your fucking kids.
Exactly. It's not that
Why?
hard.
The party before was so nice. Mind you, these things were fucking expensive.
Yeah.
So we would be in some uppity ass, white ass fucking neighborhood, and I still would not get tipped.
Crazy.
Still would not get tipped. I am at these places for 5 hours at a time. These people know me by name at the end of the party.
Hello, Anthony.
And they don't give me money.
Do they give you food?
Sometimes. If I get food at a party,
That's
I'm
a
fine.
form-
I
it's a
don't
form of
need a
payment.
tip. You gave me food.
Exactly.
But at least fucking give me $5.
$5.
$5.
The most I ever got tipped was $50. And that was for me and my coworker.
That's lit though.
The best parties, though, were the inflatable movie parties. Where we would set up like a 25, 24-foot fucking theater screen. That's an inflatable. Set up like 4 speakers. And just put a fucking movie on.
And you just chill.
Yeah, I would watch the fucking
Just
movie.
ball, bro.
The only 2 times I've done it were for the movie Grown Ups and Venom. And the Venom one was low-key as shit. It was like upstate New York.
Ooh.
Fucking rich ass town. No, not even. It was like
Bougie.
it was like middle of nowhere kind of. Rich as shit, fucking mansion. And we come in, and I'm like, holy shit, man.
God damn.
And I already did 2 other parties that day, so it was just like,
You're just done.
what are some other stories? Oh, so my last party was what we call a foam party,
Ooh.
where we get this soap blaster thing, and it is
Ooh.
fucking grimy and jury rigged to shit. Like, it's not what it's supposed to look like. Like, my boss made it himself.
Yeah.
And we just spray foam into a pool, like a giant inflatable kind of nest. and the kids just run in. I had kids drowning.
What?
Like, they were going under the foam. I'm like, you can't do that. You can't do that. I'm not letting one of you die on my last work day.
Please, God, no.
I'm trying to think of some others.
Didn't you have like a billion of these like written down?
I
Was
did.
that
They're
another
on my
thing?
phone.
No.
No, they're recording.
No, it'll still go.
Whatever,
We'll see. We'll see. All right.
That's a problem for editing.
Work.
Work. Work.
Oh, stories from work. I'm just gonna list them all. There's a lot. So I remember this specifically. We were doing a those airsoft cannon thingies again,
Yes.
and one kid specifically said, "Hey guys, you want to play Among Us in real life?" Second, we had these laser mazes. I forgot about these, which were just a trailer, and it would shoot like you'd have to set up mirrors, and these lasers would shoot out and reflect off the mirrors.
Yeah.
This kid, maybe 7, 8, was sitting and he got in like a 3-point runner stance, and he's like, "I am Dream. I'm gonna channel Dream, and I'm gonna speed run this."
Oh, hell.
It was fucking nuts.
And then he go doo-doo-doo-doo as he ran. Oh.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
That's legitimate.
Every kid who sat in the game bus, they would kick their legs out as fast as they fucking could. I think it was just me being like autistic, but I would just pick up on that shit. Like they'd be like,
I think that's when you just start playing when you're little.
I don't know, but it was fucking crazy. I had very white kids, like a full like whitey town, maybe KKK, I don't know.
Oh.
But they were doing Black Panther chants,
Oh.
like unironically.
No. That's a little strange.
One time we were in Patterson, and I had these two like either cousins or something, fucking beat the shit out of each other. Like this one kid's like, "Fuck you," and he just fucking smacked him as hard as he fucking could. And I looked at my coworker, and I'm just like, and he grabs him. He's like, "I'm gonna need you to get out the bus. You can come back in 30 minutes." And he's like, "What did I do?" I'm like,
Fucking rock.
I'm like, what?
I feel it as a good swing.
I had these parents walk in the bus, and they went full fucking like weird. There was this grandpa with them, and he was watching from the door of the bus, and he walks to a kid he doesn't say, and he says, a kid he didn't know, and he says, "Excuse me," to me and my coworker, and then he just walks and steps on people's feet.
Huh?
What?
I don't know. The grandpa was weird. A lot of the kids scream like they're getting fucking murdered. Okay, so Smash was one of the more popular games too, because we had Switches, we had a Wii U,
Wait.
we had
Smash.
PS4 and Xboxes, the new one on the Switch.
Oh, of course.
And this kid, it was 2 kids. It was a smaller like party for like 9 to 10, and this kid is like, he's like juking the other kid. He's like a little bit better, and he goes, "Get turned on, get turned on."
No. The other kid's like,
And I'm just losing my shit because he doesn't know what it means.
Bro just got turned on.
One time a kid named himself EDP445.
Oh god.
And
Was this before or after?
This was during.
Oh.
During.
And I tell him, "Bro, delete that right now. I don't mess with that stuff." He's like, "Oh, okay, sir."
My fault.
One time we had this giant bar mitzvah,
Uh-huh.
and we set up 4 TVs outside that would run games. And I remember hearing this kid run up to his friends. These were like 12, 13-year-olds, whatever bar mitzvah age is.
Yes.
And he goes, Caleb, we got a meme song. We got a meme song.
What was the song?
Don't Mind at Night. This was just like awkward human moment. This kid kept talking to someone, they were like sitting on their right, but the kid left and they kept talking.
Yeah.
So he didn't notice. So I'm just watching this. I'm like, oh.
Oh. Poor kid.
One kid took off their socks and shoes in the bus
Huh?
and just had their fucking dogs out.
The floor grippers.
No.
Not them dogs is barking.
They said racist slurs and homophobic slurs during their Madden games.
What?
There was a kid who held a fist bump for like at least 5 minutes and didn't get it. It was hilarious. There was a cowboy kid.
Cowboy kid.
Love cowboy. Yeehaw.
There was a kid who crawled across the bus floor, which was fucking disgusting. Like there was shit on that floor.
You guys not clean the bus?
And then we wouldn't. There were bees in there. They lived in there. There was an AC in the back that would drip water on me because that's where I would stand because it was cool. It was cold.
Oh.
But like when the water would drip, I'd be like,
Oh yeah.
Then to Pan, New York, where in this fucking park, we're like, this seems weird. Why the fuck would we don't own this? This isn't a house. This Karen gets us kicked out of her own party because she didn't have a permit to use the park. And she's blaming us. A fucking city official came.
How's that your fucking fault?
I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot more that I don't remember. But those were just some of them.
Jeez.
That was nice.
What about you, Kevin? Tell the audience where you're working at now.
No. I work at retail.
Retail.
Ugh.
Tell us about retail.
People say it's bad.
Are you enjoying it more than Chipotle?
Actually, I am. The only thing is they don't give me work.
What do you do there?
I am a
Fuck
certified fitting
Bitch
room
boy.
specialist.
Ooh.
You be fitting people in rooms?
How many clothes do you have? Oh, sorry. How hard
are you?
How hard are you?
How many items you got?
Hi, how
Do
are
you
you?
have any
How many
scary-
items do you have? Oh, sorry, I can't allow the bags in. How many items do you have? 1, 2,
Can I watch?
3.
May I please come in and fit the clothes with you?
So they tell me, and I give them a room, and then I'm like, okay, go. And they're like, thank you. I'm like, okay, no problem.
Do you have any stories from this new workplace?
No.
Any?
Because you're
questionable
relatively
character?
new to that job.
Yeah.
Yes.
The only thing is, I only have pet peeves there, which is people. Oh, I hate it, cause like you know how some clothings have like cardboard or something like.
Yeah,
to
do they rip
make
them
it-
out?
They rip them out, and they just leave it there.
They don't put it back in?
No, I'm like fine, okay, don't leave it back in, but like, bring it out with your clothing.
Yeah, like-
so I can just throw it because I have a trash can right next to me. No, they just leave it there, and not even like we have like a little place where they can sit or put like their
They leave
items
it on
in
the thing?
They just leave it on the floor. It's all scattered on the floor. I'm like,
Pretty solid.
ugh.
Pretty solid.
Another thing is, wait, what was it? I think that's mostly it right now. Just the pet peeves of them. Oh, and they do that with clothing as well.
What? They just
They
leave, the
just
clothes
leave
on the
it there.
floor? They don't bring it out?
Yeah,
The fuck?
hangers. I'm like, okay, fine.
Yeah, if it's
hangers.
hung, like, hanged or whatever, then that's fine.
Like I
On the
don't mind
floor,
the hanger.
though?
I don't mind I don't mind the hangers
Yeah,
being like
yeah.
on there, but they gave me the clothes. No, they just leave the whole thing there.
Lit.
I'm like, why? It's so stupid.
Well, I don't have any more work stories.
The only thing,
Nice.
the only thing is, with my job right now, we constantly change like layouts of every single piece and shit of where items are. So I am like really confused sometimes on where stuff goes. So I'm just going around the whole store just trying to find one spot for this
Kevin's
item.
memorizing the lanes.
He's got the layout
His
in his
job.
head right now.
I say we shift over to school stories.
School stories.
Anything lit be happening, Freddy? Because Kevin hasn't lived at our school yet.
Yeah. Like, any stories that I do have of my time at school are from freshman year, because that's the only time that I've lived there.
Well, may as well
Right.
say them.
Yeah. I've been a commuter student for past year. Yeah. We were online like pretty much all of last year. But freshman year was pretty lit for fall semester and spring until the incident.
Wow, we really didn't
The
have a
incident.
full freshman year.
Yeah. I basically missed out on like the entire college experience at this point. But freshman year when I was living in the dorm, it was pretty lit, I'd say.
You're partying here, partying there, right? I see you.
Well, I tried, but like a lot of the times, like
tried.
me and my friends, we would try to go out to like the fucking parties that were hosted by like frats and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like most of them wouldn't
The
let the
frat
guys
gang.
in because
You need to bring
They just-
a girl.
not really. Like it was majority girls that would go.
It's a frat.
Yeah,
And
and
they're creepy, greasy.
Nah,
fucking,
bro.
exactly.
Can't get in.
But like
they're rapists.
yeah,
I hate to say
we
it.
go to the door. They say to the guys, "Sorry, bro." You can't come in." Like, and other times they would make you pay for the guys. Like
Oh yeah, girls are free. Guys have
girls
to pay.
are free. Guys pay like maybe fucking like $3,
It's like,
$5.
what are they doing with this money? You're a shit frat.
And like
It's roofies. It's roofie money.
in retrospect, college parties aren't that crazy.
They're shit. They're horrible.
Like they're just musty ass basements
Yeah.
with some like
Shit music playing and maybe a table for beer pong.
beer pong.
Not the beer pong.
Yeah.
So me and Kevin's school is small as shit, so there ain't no
Yes.
fucking parties going on. There used to be mad parties back when Four Loko was a thing.
Really?
Until like 3 kids died.
Oh my god.
So
Four Loko sounds crazy.
that got fucked. But I went to one party, in quotes, a
In
party,
quotes.
in
Oh.
quotes. Jesus Christ, broke
Jesus.
Kevin's share. In freshman year, I was with my girlfriend, who wasn't my girlfriend at the time,
Yes.
and our mutual friend, who was her roommate.
Yes.
We'll call her, I don't even know.
Missy.
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 So Missy knows these people, right? I don't, and my girlfriend doesn't. We know one person in there, and this is we'll call him Booger Boy.
Booger boy.
We've seen Booger Boy. He makes YouTube videos.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Booger And Booger Boy's in there, drunk off his ass.
Oh god.
I'm like, we have to get in. I need to see more of this so I can laugh. Because I'm a terrible human.
Yes.
So Missy gets us into this fucking like 6-person party. Everyone in that room is drunk off their ass.
Okay.
The main guy is like, hey, do you guys want a shot? And I'm like, okay. He pours like the biggest shot of vodka I've ever had. It was not a shot, it was like a full cup. And he's like, go ahead, do the shot. I'm like, I have to do a shot.
God.
So I fucking chug that shit. And I don't get drunk easy. It'll take me a little bit longer. But that shit hurt in my brain hard as hell. My girlfriend, drunk after like 2 shots. And that was, I don't think, that was Missy's first drink of alcohol, I think.
Oh Jesus.
She spit it out. And my girlfriend was drunk. She was getting creeped out. And these guys here were creepy as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember there was an Eric Andre skit on the TV, and I remember just watching it for a minute, and I see them being like weird. I'm like, oh no, we getting the fuck out of here. So I picked them up by the arm. I'm like, we're leaving. They're like, why? I'm like, I don't like these fuckers in this room. And we get out.
Yeah.
Then we went outside and we had a snowball fight.
Oh.
It was lit.
That sounds lit.
It was lit.
Drunk
Yeah.
snowball fight.
Yeah.
College parties have some really weird fucking
Some
characters,
scuzzy
dude.
motherfuckers in there.
Some fucking weirdos, dude.
Some scuzzos.
I remember we went to this one fucking house party. I forgot who was holding it. It wasn't like a frat or anything. I think it was just like a couple
Someone.
Jewish students, I think.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
And like we just went for the alcohol. And okay, I've never said this before, but like
Oh.
that night, me and my one friend, we tried lean in quotes. In quotes. But yeah, like some Sprite, fucking cough syrup, Jolly Ranchers, whatever. It didn't really do anything.
Yeah, you probably didn't do it right.
But we go to this house party.
Okay. Cocaine.
No
Rutgers
cocaine.
is...
No cocaine.
I'll cut it out.
Yeah, no
Syringes.
cocaine, fortunately. But I take like some like fucking vodka and coke, drink a little bit, and all of a sudden,
Freddy got
Oh,
drugged.
I am no. It was worse because I had fucking cough syrup in my system. That's like a depressant as well. So I was like double faded.
Man was
'Cause
crossfaded.
we also had the fucking dad pen a little bit, and
Freddy
I was
off
just-
the lean.
I was just off my rocker, dude, for the entire night. And they told me, hey, you probably shouldn't do that. I didn't listen.
No.
But like it was pretty lit. We weren't there for that long, cause like it was kind of boring.
Yeah.
But we leave, and this one guy, oh my god, the details are a little shoddy now, cause it's
No
been like
shit.
well over 2 years, and I wasn't sober that night. But this guy, he follows us home.
Huh?
Like, no, he was talking with us at the party or whatever. I forgot how old he was. He might have been like a junior or something at the time. They were just
man.
basically. He was like pretty hairy, like pretty shortish. I think I don't remember, but
Short, hairy. What else?
he was a goblin, bro. No. But
real life D&D encounter.
but yeah, we were chatting at the party for a little bit. Him and my friends, whatever. And like we start walking home. He follows us back to our fucking like dorm. And the thing that weirded me out the most was like he was asking like for like what rooms like some of the girls stayed in.
Oh, nah. I would have fought him.
Like I wasn't entirely there, but I knew this is kind of icky. I'm not a fan of this. But like one of my friends at the time was like she's like a transfer student, not a transfer student, international student. She's from Dubai actually, and like that freshman semester was like that fall semester was like her first time being in America, and like so she was like living her life, bro. She was getting accustomed to the college life.
Getting lit.
And she didn't really pay any mind to that or whatever, and neither did like the rest of the girls because like they were kind of drunk as well.
Yeah.
But like
did he drink, that guy? If he didn't, then that's super scuzz.
I think he might have been drunk when he was talking to us. He was pretty loud and boisterous. I think he was a little bit off.
Boisterous, God.
Boisterous. But yeah, he follows us back to our fucking residence hall, and like I'm getting like such bad vibes from this dude.
Yo,
and I'm like
vibes.
Like I'm trying to remain in reality, so like. I just wasn't having a good vibe. So we all go out to hang out in like the international student, the Dubai students fucking dorm, with like us and like a couple other guys and stuff from our residence hall. And like I'm talking to this one British kid, like, dude.
Cheerio, mate.
Nah, he was just
crossfaded, man. Crossfaded, absolutely demolished.
Unironically, Omar was my guy.
Okay.
Unironically.
Shout out Omar, British King.
But yeah, I just couldn't stop saying, yo, I'm triple faded right now. But I'm okay. I'm a self-aware dude.
Freddy had fucking copium running through his veins.
I was sipping that copium heavy. But I was just telling them, hey, I have some pretty bad vibes from this guy that's downstairs. We should probably send him fucking home or something. And like, I forgot how it was resolved. I think he just went home. But like, thankfully it didn't get any weirder than that. But holy shit, there's some weirdos in my school. My skill. Any other weirdos at parties?
I haven't been to a lot of parties. You guys know me. I'm pretty fucking quiet.
Yes.
I don't do a lot of shit.
He's a chill, laid back person.
Like I hate fucking loud places. But I literally think that's my autism. But that's whatever.
Did your roommates, prior roommates?
Oh,
not
talking about them.
Oh fuck.
So me, Freddy, and most of us are in our junior year of college.
Yes.
Kevin is a sophomore right now, but I think you qualify as a junior, right? You have enough credits.
No, I don't think so.
You're close.
I want to be
credits
close.
do you have?
I have no clue.
He almost has as much as me.
Hmm?
But mind you, I had to take remedial math, so
I had to
I
take
didn't get credits
remedial
for that.
writing as well.
Oh, never mind. Then you're not close.
No.
But, like I was saying, what was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh, my roommates. So, my previous roommates in the fall semester of this year were fucking dog shit. The worst 3 human beings, most racist, most Trump supporting, most fucking right-wing pieces of shit I've ever known.
Yeah.
Not only that, they were fucking obnoxious, loud, and didn't shut the fuck up. Mind you, I go to a liberal arts school.
Yes.
Liberal arts. This is a very left-wing leaning school.
Lip-tard school.
You're not gonna find a Trump
Lip-tard
supporter fucking beating his fucking Bible saying, you should pray to God. He'll get fucking stabbed in the street.
You'd be surprised.
Trust me, I know a lot of people at the school who are like that. But these motherfuckers, I remember one day, they were talking about the governor race,
Yes.
I'm like, we're 20 years old. Why the fuck does this matter to you? You're not some 50-year-old sitting in their fucking house on their lazy boy with a fucking Bible on the side and a fucking bat to beat their wife with.
Preach.
Shut the fuck up. And like, you guys saw, like, I recorded this conversation. I don't know if I sent it to you guys, but it was so fucking racist. And one of them was like, you know how many blacks voted for Donald Trump? A lot more than you think. And these are the whitest motherfuckers on the planet. I could scrape the walls, the paint off the walls, and they'd be whiter than the drywall. Then, I think the worst thing they ever did was, you know how, like, we did it one time or 2 times before, but it's funny when we do it.
Yes.
We get fucking, like, freestyle raps, and we just do it, because we're fucking annoying, and it's just like, you're a piece of shit, your mama sucks my dick.
I think I still got the lyrics to my diss track on Adams. When he was in the Discord for a little bit.
But we were literally dissing each other over the internet. These guys would put it on a speaker, loud as hell, and start trying to make rap.
Yeah.
Like, straight up.
Trying.
Might I add, not succeeding. Failing.
Fail.
But it was so bad and so white. One time I'm going because me and my girlfriend wanted to get some lunch. And I'm about to leave because she's told me she was here. And they're like, yo, man, you wanna hit on the mic?
Oh, hell no.
And I'm like...
Oh, hell no.
I'm like, nah, I don't want to fuck y'all up. And I just left.
That was their introduction into the group. If you said yes...
Why the fuck would I say yes to a bunch of racists? That's like me going to a KKK rally.
Exactly. You would have been a part.
I wouldn't want to be a part of the KKK, though.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Mind you, I've seen... They never flushed the toilet.
Oh.
Ever.
Oh.
But I knew who it was. I knew who it was. And every time, I'd get fucking pissed off. I'd see piss. I'd seen shit. I was fucking angry.
Just flush the toilet.
Final day, I'm moving out. Right? We're in our new semester. I managed to swap rooms. It's way better room. These guys are quiet. One of them sings a lot, but he's honestly pretty good at singing.
Is this major, like music?
I think so. But
Music major.
He sings a lot, though, so it's a little annoying, but it's whatever. He sings good. But last day, I'm packing up all my shit. I'm with my girlfriend. And I'm like, huh. He always leaves his door open. Huh. Is that his ID? Oh. Let me do something mischievous.
Ooh.
So you need your ID to get into your room.
Yes.
You need your ID to open the front door to our room. You saw that today, Freddy.
Yeah.
So his ID is in the room. Right? So I spit on the floor. I'm like, fuck you. And I slam it shut.
Oh, that's fucked.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hit him with the...
And then I just left.
Sayonara, loser.
Fucking piece of shit.
Damn. College is crazy.
College is crazy. Oh. So, I've been a forever DM most of my time playing D&D.
Yes.
The only time I've played is in college. So my freshman year, I joined this club. It was called the Sci-Fi and Comic Book Club when I entered it.
Yeah.
But later I became one of the
chairmans.
Not chairman, whatever the fuck it's called. I was
Chairman.
I made up a role because they needed my help, and I'm like, I'm gonna help them completely rebrand this club because the president before was horrible, piece of shit, and we just completely renamed the club. Did our whole mission statement.
Tabletop.
And I became like I was the social facilitator was the name I was given.
Whatever that fucking means.
It was a made up fucking job, just so I could help out. Mind you, when it all finally happened, COVID happened, so like I couldn't do any of like what my jobs were gonna be.
Yes.
I was gonna be at most of the club meetings, introducing people, stuff like that. But I just couldn't.
You
But-
were an initiator.
My freshman year, I played in 2 D&D campaigns.
Woo!
You guys have heard about these characters. My first ever D&D character was a half-orc barbarian named Dagar Avalon.
Dagar.
A fucking gladiator. with a half elf, with an elf wife and a half elf daughter, only about 10 or 12. And I went out. I'm a big mama's boy, Dagar, and I went out on an adventure to get money for my family. So I meet up with my adventuring party with my best friend in that party was a bigger guy named Matt sitting next to me, and he played a character named Kellen Heller. He was a bald little halfling. My boy Andy was in that game too. He played a changeling who was permanently like a dog named Fido. Oh. And I just treated him like a dog, and he loved it. It was great because he was a dog, so it made sense. Okay, he played him like a dog.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was sick.
Good fucking boy.
Until the last session I played in that campaign, there was this Gorgon or like a Medusa kind of that it poisoned this water supply from this town, and people were turning to stone. At that point in our game, we were like level 5, level 7, something like that. We owned a bar, and we were running the bar. And I ran a fight pit in the bar or whatever. And we left one time, and there were still we didn't do last calls or whatever. We're like, fuck it, you can drink, just pay us. And these people turned to stone when we came back. We're like, the town's gonna turn on us. Why are there statues in here?
It's a little strange.
So we went out of our way to find out what the fuck was causing this. Blah, 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 shift down the line a little bit. We come across these red caps and shiftlings, or quicklings, I don't remember. They look like Sonic the Hedgehog, kind of. Think Papa Smurf, but on steroids and a fucking sword in one hand. And we're fighting them, and I'm like, I need to get in the house. I need to get in this house, and I need to see if I can convince them to stop. Because my friend Kellen Heller got in there. I fail my dexterity saving throw because they open the door and shoot me with a gun.
Jesus.
This gun is no ordinary gun. It turns Dagar to stone.
Oh, fuck.
So Dagar fucking dies, basically.
Damn.
So I'm just like, fuck. Then that campaign ended shortly after.
Oh.
We didn't have time. The DM couldn't do it anymore. It was fine. My second character, technically ever. I made another for that campaign, but I never got introduced, which is okay.
Yes.
I made a goblin. And I'm like, I want to play a fucking goblin. Because I want to be a smarmy little fucking 7-year-old little shit. And I want to cause pure chaos.
Of course.
And I picked Blood Hunter as my class.
Ooh.
This is run by someone who was in our group before.
Your battery's dying.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
This was someone who was in our group before, and he decided to run it for us. So I play Doc, the Goblin Blood Hunter.
Of course.
And Doc is so much fucking fun to play. Like, I fucking love them. I talked a little bit like this. Just kind of did my thing. I was the mascot, the party leader. And it was fun. And then, like, that campaign ended. But by the end of it, I put on a cursed ring, and I already wanted to chop off my hand because I found a necromancer hand, and I wanted it as my hand.
Jesus.
But, yeah, that happens.
Uh-huh.
And then I was in a Pathfinder campaign with a couple more of my friends. The first character I ever made for Pathfinder was a luchador named Pandora.
Luchador.
He was great. He adopted 2 kids. I had to stop playing that campaign. I didn't have a lot of free time.
Damn.
That was when me and my girlfriend just started dating, so I wanted to devote time to that. And we started dating, so it was great. But I had to give up on Pandora, which is okay. Great character. Then I made another character, and I joined another party. Not my original party. I planned on coming back to them, but other people filled my spot, and it was a little crowded at the first campaign. So I joined a secondary when he was running with some other people I also liked playing with. And in this game, I'm still playing in it. I haven't played in it in a while. We all have a lot of busy lives. But I play a kobold named Azul, and he's an investigator.
Love Azul.
You guys have met Azul in our own campaign.
Damn.
But I guess that's college stories. I don't fucking know.
Zygote. What?
Zygote.
Your mama is Zygote.
Huh?
Is that a Pokemon?
No, it's Zygarde.
Bro, really called a Zygote a Pokemon, bro.
No fucking way.
I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye,
Say
bitches.
like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, like, comment, and fuck off.
Yeah, fuck you.
Deuces.
Fuck.